People are just enjoying this wonderful contest between two sides. Another low-scorer thriller on this cards, let me tell you that. And just as Andrew was talking about Harmeet Singh, looks like he'll be drafted into the bowling attack as well. Yeah, good time to bring him in. Relatively two new batters in the middle. Not much bat.
The reason I like Kami up at number 6 is just to hold Gulshan Jah back a little bit. The problem is then you also want Gulshan Jah to take on Harmeet Singh. The problem is nobody can lay a bat on him. Career economy in this competition, including last season. Remember, he came in a little bit late last year. I think it was after about the halfway stage. 4.75. That's a good economy rate in ODI cricket. This is T20 cricket. He's been untouchable with the ball. No one can get near him.
Yeah, that's a perfect delivery that Harmeet Singh is so good at dishing out. Just bring in some.
Play that. We said earlier it wasn't turning. That's gone like Shane Warne in his prime. This is a finger spinner bowling here. He's such a skillful bowler. I'm not quite sure how you counteract that because, well, you try to play with a cross bat on that, you're going to get yourself in trouble. You just don't know what to do against a bowler of this quality. And the last thing I would like to see the Yaks do is die wondering. I'd rather see them have a go. Still yet to see a batter use their feet across the course of this entire day. They seem rooted in the crease.
Did see a bit of Bashir Ahmed do that early in the day for the Biratnagar Kings. Use the depth, use his feet to the pitch of the ball. You really have to be on top of your game to play someone like Harmeet Singh on this surface.
If you sit in the crease, you're a sitting duck. Mark Watt did try to use his feet a little bit, but look at this. Back foot rooted in the crease. All that Singh's going to do is nail that good length. And he's close to unplayable. And now Singh, all he has to do is be patient because dot balls are winners. They increase the required run rate. It's now up over 8s.
Impossible to play him at this stage. He's just bowling around the fourth stump region. Just keeping the batter guessing with the one that comes with the arm, the one that turns away with some bounce and turn as well.
But you've got to try something here. You play conventionally there. This is just too easy. Singh will nail that spot, well, 95 times out of 100, maybe more than that. Slips just come a little bit wider. Could very much be in play.
Impossible again. He's just a bit clueless over here, Pawan Saraf. What an over. It's a maiden over, and I believe, if I'm not wrong, this could be the first as well of season 2 of NPL, 33 for 4. Corrections, it's Sumpal Kami who got a wicket maiden early in the day. It's the second maiden over and it's come in a similar match. So we're seeing 2 maidens in one match, one by Harmeet and early in the day by Sumpal Kami.
Now, here's a talented youngster. Potential to be a very good cricketer, I feel. Naren Saud, who's career economy under 7, but he will offer you the potential to score some runs off, and the Yaks are going to have to target him.
Bit of a misfield over there. Will settle for 1. 2 left-arm spinners in operation over here. Andrew, 2 very different left-arm spinners in operation.
Yeah, look, Naren Saud's a young bowler making his way. Remember the Nepal under-19 side he was in recently. But he can learn from Harmeet Singh. The thing that makes Singh so hard to play is his accuracy combined with the revolutions and the spin that he gets on the ball. He's got complete and utter control. He's got that slightly unorthodox action that if you haven't faced it before, you're not exactly sure as to the release point. Naren Saud's a bit more conventional. And certainly of the two, you would like to think the Yaks are going to target this man to try and pick up some runs off.
I'm not quite sure. He's middled it. Kugelheim will have to put in an effort, but he still manages to reach the field there in the deep. It was a half-hearted shot by Pawan, but he still manages to find a boundary. And this one comes after 10 deliveries.
Yeah, recognition here, Mikhail, of the fact that, okay, he's completely struggled through the last over. I'm going to have to do something unconventional. So he gives himself room outside the leg stump. I think to Naren said, I'd rather he use his feet. Saraf has got long levers. He's a very tall young man, and he can come down the ground. I've seen him strong over long off, over long on, but he finds a way to manufacture a boundary down the ground. They need a lot more of those.
Bowling.
Also, maybe if I'm right now batting in the middle and if Harmeet is bowling, I'll try to see him off because I know I'm not able to play him, and maybe just attack the other bowlers around him. Is that an option?
Yeah, absolutely agree with that, but seeing him off should be ideally 4 overs, none for 18, 4 overs, none for 20, not 4 overs, 1 for 6, which is what he's on track for the way he's going, or 2 for 6. Of course, he's bowled really well in that previous over, but it was just felt like a bit of a clueless approach in terms of any way to counteract his quality. You know it's going to turn sharply. You've seen that immediately. The revs going onto the ball and the pitch, despite the bit of dew out there, taking an appreciable turn. It's the third use of this pitch inside, 7-8 days since we started on the first Monday of the tournament. So it was always going to turn a bit. Have to find a way to counteract it.
Yeah, that's more like it. You get a single, there's insurance in the field.
Look at the difference in this over. Previous over, 6 consecutive dots. Here, 5 deliveries. Every single ball has been scored off. And they had to take a bit of risk to get the boundary. This is how you build a chase, you build a partnership, you build your way into the game. Find a way.
Ball.
Yeah, Irie, you can't keep him out of action. He's a flying machine in the field, and he's not happy with that effort of his. He's never going to get there. Yeah, this turned out to be a good over after that last over made in. 9 runs coming off it, 42 for 4.
This is a bit like earlier for the Janakpur Bolts. You sense as though this is a critical match for the Yaks. If they can win today, they'll find a way to join the Royals on 4 points, and they'll really be starting to dream of the playoffs. Lose today, and all of a sudden we've got 2 teams well apart at the top. It'll be the Kings and the Royals who almost have 1 foot into the playoffs.
Yeah, playing 3 matches and having 3 wins. We're almost at the halfway stage for these 2 teams, and they'll certainly create a big gulf between the other teams as well. Yeah, a bit of a chat here for Irie with the square leg umpire. Or should I say the umpire at the bowler's end? Wonder what this chat is about, Andrew.
Yeah, for the Yaks as well, they've got 4 days before their next game. That'll be against the Biratnagar Kings. So this game just feels like such a must-win for them, for Sampal Kami's men.
He's chipped this in the air, but it's in the gap as well. Maybe they could have run a bit better on this occasion. It's just the right time to head across to the sideline. Jeskro has someone with her. Take it away, Jess.
That's right, I'm joined here by Dipendra. Dipendra, the team.
So I think this total 140 is very defendable. So we can restrict them before 140.
Now, you've been a very, very strong side so far. You just seem to find a way to win. I don't want to speak too soon. Oh, a lot of noise going on here. I don't want to speak too soon, but what's been the sort of, what's been the sort of key process for the team to secure that success, do you think?
Yeah, our dressing room is very positive, and our captain and coaches, they are very positive. They always tell us just whatever match is going, wherever match is going, just keep calm, think positive things, and that is our key point, I think.
Excellent. And from the comms box, it seems to be a pretty spin-friendly wicket so far. Would you agree?
Yeah, this is very turning track and low pitch, so it's very difficult to bat on. So that's why we're still hoping for the good result for us.
And defending a total of 140, what was the team approach?
Sorry?
Defending a total of 140, what's the approach going in, do you think?
It's very, it's very nervous because this is the cricket, and anytime the game will go here and there, so it's very hard. So I think we believe our bowlers and hitters.
Come
so
boys,
we can
come
defeat
boys!
them before 140.
Excellent. Well, all the best for you and the team.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much. Back to comms.
Yeah, great to hear from the 23-year-old born in Dangadi. Mikhail, wasn't he a confident young man? And you could just sense that he was loving every second of his Nepal Premier League experience.
Yeah, very elaborate in that chat with Jess was Dipendra Thapa.
Tell you one more thing, I had a bit of a walk with Jess during the first 5 overs whilst we were on our break. It's fair to say she's more than a touch popular here. I think the local fans are really taking her under their wing.
Yeah, she's a wonderful colleague and friend to be with in the comm box, and